Here we go.
Today is the sentencing of the defendant for the purpose
Why is
of
their hair like that? Good gracious.
Davion Flanagan and Dominic Rousseau.
And judges got money.
It's the second time their families are gathered again to grieve.
All right, there she go. Look at it. Look at it.
Family will grieve for the future of their daughter. All three of these families.
Don't be looking over there. Ain't gonna go on my paper. Gonna save you.
And all of their
Stop
lives
looking at it.
irrevocably changed because of the actions of the defendant.
You about to get that work.
The unintended and collateral consequences of a selfish, intentional, and cruel decision
At least you should.
by Mackenzie will ripple forever in time. It's literally changed history because it's ended two lives.
Yeah, I did.
Two young men are dead. Their deaths were horrible, terrifying, and tragic.
That's
I will
two
say
kids.
again, if any reasonable person reviews
Two kids.
Exhibit 802, there can be no doubt in your mind what happened this night. There can be no doubt of the absolute terror.
She should get like
of the
forced
two.
to have a tattoo of their names on her or something.
The defendant
Spend
controlled
15
all the
years.
events. She chose the day. Specifically, she chose a date just
15
before
years.
her 18th birthday.
That's all she get.
She chose to drive the car, the time to drive the car. She chose an obscure, previously scouted route through an industrial parkway.
That's all she get.
She chose to drive the car, the time to drive the car. She chose an obscure, previously scouted route through an industrial parkway.
A premeditated
She
murder.
chose the target.
Look at the lawyer. The lawyer done gave up.
She chose the means and method.
He done quit. He's like,
She
man, can I
planned and
leave?
purposefully executed the events
He
until
probably tried to
the
negotiate with the camera. Hey, get me off camera, dog. Just slide it over. Just scoot it over a couple
Review the
inches.
evidence supports factual findings.
Get me off the camera.
The testimony
He's
of
so
first
mad.
responders. The testimony of the emergency room
Look at him.
doctors who
He's like,
treated the
go ahead,
defendant.
turn the camera, bro.
The testimony of the coroner's medical examiner, the testimony of those who knew the victims and the defendant, and the testimony of the BMV official who provided evidence.
She's
that
just
not
sitting there
only did the
faking.
defendant deny any medical condition when applying for her license, which her mother co-signed and attested to, but also that just
Wow.
after the accident, Mackenzie renewed her driver's license and again denied any medical condition.
She's going 100 miles an hour towards a brick wall.
In
She
fact,
could
the defendant was
renewed
so
her
concerned
license.
about driving that, as the state mentioned during the investigation, she asked if they could just suspend her license for 10 years. It is hard to
That's all she
fathom
wanted. To get her
how a
license
person
suspended for
could
10
be
years.
concerned about their
That's all
driving
she felt like she deserved.
having just been
for murdering
responsible
two people.
for the deaths of two people. There
You
was
murder
no
two
medical
people and you feel like, oh, I just need
as
just a
an
couple,
accident. There
10
was no
years,
mechanical
no license. That should be
failure
good.
of the car.
Like it's going to stop her from driving because she ain't got no license. Please.
Her mother's uncorroborated statements without any medical testimony or records is not persuasive. It is also important to remember that even if Mackenzie intended to also die in this crash, that is irrelevant. A failed suicide attempt is not a defense to murder.
Absolutely.
And even in a
Because
murder
suicide is not a
suicide
crime.
attempt, when the perpetrator executing the plan survives, the other deaths are still murder.
Still murder.
There's only one person who's responsible for the pain of everyone in this room. That person is you, Mackenzie. Nobody else is responsible.
That's a fact.
This isn't the fault of Dominic's family or Davion's family or
No.
your family.
Her foot was on the gas
And I
pedal.
know that each of you have asked your questions to yourselves.
It's all on
what
you.
if I had done this or that? The truth of it is, none of us can control the intentions of another. And when there is a
She's just sitting there
purposeful intent
faking too,
to
trying her
kill
best to
someone,
fake it out.
it is the perpetrator alone who bears the responsibility.
Like the sentencing is already written down. You're done.
And the harm that follows. The difficulty for sentencing today, honestly, is whether or not I believe you should get consecutive sentences.
Yeah, she should.
I'm troubled that should I give you a concurrent sentence, that people will believe that somehow I'm being disrespectful to one of the victims. And on the other hand, I have to weigh
I'm going to say yeah.
punishment.
That's
There's a very good likelihood, Mackenzie, that you will spend the rest of your life in prison. That
think-
won't be up to me.
clear conviction of murder. You should spend the rest of your life in prison.
And that will be up
Or
to
at least a life sentence, whatever that is in that state. Whether that's 25 years or without probation or whatever, it should be done.
Harshest sentence. But I don't believe that would be the appropriate sentence, because I do believe that Mackenzie Mackenzie will not be out in 15 years.
People have gotten less time, or more time for
Murder is
selling
not
drugs,
again.
which didn't lead to any murders,
She sentenced on count
She
1,
got 2
the murder of Dominic Russo,
and gets no.
15 years.
Yeah, that's
ago,
ridiculous.
To be served concurrent to each other
Come on,
with credit for time served.
come on.
Waive fines, fees, and costs.
Yeah, that means you're going away for a while.
Appellate counsel will be assigned. Are there any questions from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
I'm Mackenzie. Go on, get out of here.